it's theater for me, so it's no different really. They're singing, I approach it in some ways the same way as I would if they were just talking. I don't think there's a kind of rule about, okay, it's a musical, so this is how you do it. It's a piece that I've known since I was very young, but I didn't really know it. So it's like I thought I knew it, and then I started to work on it, and I was like, oh, I actually don't know it at all. The thing that I keep coming back to is how is it that despite ever-increasing mountains of evidence to the contrary, people still think everything's going to be okay in the end? It's one of the questions that repeats and repeats throughout Candide. We're not doing the book, we're not doing the narrative. There's something about repetition and relatedness between people, between a person and another person, between a person and music, that I think is fundamental to it.
The dance was originally an idea that Daniel and I talked about a long time ago, where there would be a dance that was occurring, and it would be occurring throughout, and it would have the quality of something that was lasting forever, just like every time you look out the window, someone is passing by. So the dance might hold the world of Candide that's, if you read the Voltaire, is just ripping through that novel, is this world at a very high speed. And I think that would be the function of the dance, in a sense, is to depict a world that is ongoing, no matter what happens.
I love to sit in a public space or a square or at the cafe across the street and just see how people are moving, the different tempos that they're moving at. What would happen if that was, a version of that was kind of going on in dialogue or in conversation with the singing. The music's amazing. I think one of the things I'm thinking a lot about recently is so much of the music is really lush, is really excessive and expressive. And I think one of the things we're doing is kind of deliberately challenging that or setting something against that.
What I was working from is absolutely the most elemental aspects of choreography. What you typically see in choreography are sentences of movement. In this case, I'm doing the opposite. I'm only using clusters of words. They're just groups of actions, and they're not related to the music.
It's related to the music by the fact that it's coexisting with the music. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're not choreographing to the music as such.
And we're not choreographing to no music. I mean, the way that you would think of movement being choreographed. You know, here's the accent, here's the arc, here's the color. It's not going to do that. But it's doing something, but it's not that.
One of the things we're doing is putting stuff together in time and space. And it will mean one thing to someone else and another thing to somebody else. And I'm not interested in telling you what it should be or even giving you too much of a frame, because if I do that, then you look at it through that frame, and I shouldn't have the power to do that. Come see it.